Every day, thousands of men and women from around the world scour the internet in search for something. They are looking for something new, something different, something meaningful. They want a way out of the mundane 9 to 5, a creative path that will fuel their passion and ignite their inspiration. 9 years ago, I was one of those people. The journey wasn't always easy. I needed help along the way. Today, I collaborate with many of the world's top thought leaders, brands, and businesses in the areas of personal growth, digital marketing, and transformation. I have found my freedom, fun, and fulfillment. My name is Alex Catoni, and I am a copywriter, and I'm here to help you become one too. Hey guys, it's Alex, and this week I am taking a different spin on my usual tutorial videos. Why? Because I often get questions from many of you wondering if becoming a copywriter is the right decision for you, or whether now is the right time to jump into something totally new, especially in today's uncertain climate. Well, after producing almost 70 videos on the copywriting, marketing, and branding techniques that are working today, this week I'm doing a little tribute to this awesome little thing called copywriting and why I believe it is still the best job in the world. I release a new tutorial every single week, so if you haven't already joined the Global Posse, hit subscribe below and then ring that little bell to be notified when my next video goes live. You definitely don't want to miss what's coming up next. I'll be doing a video on how to write a powerful indoctrination sequence that will get your new subscribers to fall in love with you, how to use empathy and emotion in your copywriting, and a sequel to my copywriting versus content writing video. Which one is better suited for you? All right, let's jump into this week's video, 5 reasons why copywriting is the best job in the world. Reason number 1, it's timeless. Copywriting uses one of the most powerful and oldest forms of communication on the planet. Yes, I am talking about storytelling, which, come to think of it, even predates writing. Okay, sure, being a copywriter isn't exactly on par with the romance of gathering the entire village together in front of a bonfire under the starry sky, or the book that captivates you so much that you miss your stop on the train. But as a copywriter, you're able to weave storytelling, the most ancient form of communication known to humanity, into your work. Every piece of copy can include a story, whether it be a long-form sales page, a short welcome email, a thoughtful social media caption, or a product case study. You are given the noble task of channeling the voice of a client or brand into words and relaying their story in the most persuasive, engaging, and compelling way possible. Which is a pretty powerful skill if you think about it, because you have the ability to influence and guide your reader towards a desired emotion or decision. Now, that may sound like an evil scheme of some internet Pinky and the Brain planning total world domination. Please tell me you know that show. But this is where you, as a copywriter, have the power and responsibility to tell empowering and helpful stories. Does the message matter to your audience? Will it inspire them to live a better life, restore their confidence, resolve their pain, or contribute to humanity? As a copywriter, you are a real-life, modern-day storyteller who is able to create positive impact in many different forms and lengths. All right, reason number 2. It lets you travel the world. Okay, that may not be possible at this precise moment if you're watching this video in July of 2020, right in the middle of a global pandemic. But in the last 10 years, I've been able to quench my thirst for freedom and travel the world. Thanks to my copywriting business, I've spent months working from some of the most inspiring, exotic, and diverse places in the world, like Italy, Morocco, Germany, France, Spain, and Russia. And yes, while there are many freelance and digital jobs that allow for this sort of nomadic flexibility today, copywriting has an added advantage because, let's face it, all we really need is a laptop. We don't have to jump on calls throughout the day. We don't need highly technical software to produce our work. We don't require a fast upload or download speed because the files we send are simply words in the cloud. It's a little bit different for designers and developers and video editors, for instance, because they often can't work as effectively on a small 13-inch MacBook on a tiny cafe table in Rome where medieval walls make for questionable internet signals. I love being able to just toss my laptop into a tote bag and take it with me as I explore Paris on foot. And for some reason, I get so much work done on those tiny tray tables in airplanes. Something about the crappy Wi-Fi and the low hum of the engine and being stuck in a small seat at 30,000 feet really boosts my productivity. In fact, my entire team here at the Copy Posse is remote. My head copywriter dials in from either London or Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My project manager is currently in Georgia, the country, not the state, and my community manager is on the other side of the continent. Hi guys! All right, reason number 3, every single business needs it. A few weeks ago, I released a video on why I believe artificial intelligence will never completely replace human copywriters, because empathetic, engaging, and thought-provoking copywriting is an essential part of any business in this day and age, and for the foreseeable future. Remember, copywriting comes first, before branding, before marketing, before design, before content strategy, and even before your sales team, because those other departments cannot function properly without a copywriter to nail down the messaging behind the business, the product, the campaign, and the marketing materials they need to do their job effectively. Yep, every business, no matter the size, needs a copywriter. They may all have different budgets, needs, and requirements, but they will all absolutely need a copywriter that specializes in their market if they are looking to sell stuff online or offline. And imagine the thousands of businesses that exist under hundreds of different niches. There are opportunities for copywriters everywhere so long as you put in the work, get creative, become resourceful, and most of all, master this skill. All right, reason number 4, it pays well. Copywriting can be a very lucrative freelance business or career. The client budget will vary depending on the size of their company or their campaign. And like any industry, there are companies that are just starting out with a smaller budget. There are medium-sized businesses that are more established, and there are large companies with multiple verticals and therefore require more copywriting services. The more experienced and the more specialized you are in your client's niche, the more you can charge. It's as simple as that. And the more you can prove that you're able to understand their customer and speak their language, the more you can charge. One of the biggest misconceptions about copywriting is that the actual writing itself is what takes up the bulk of our time. And that is completely wrong. In fact, the majority of copywriting lies in the research and the embodiment of your client's product, voice, and customer avatar. As a copywriter, you help your client establish a relationship with their customers. So the more wisdom and mastery you have in this skill, the better the chances are for your copy to actually convert into a sale and the more moolah you can make. That is why the best copywriters in a particular niche can charge thousands of dollars for a single sales page. To find out how to take your copywriting from a $100 side hustle to a $10,000 a month writing business, you can watch my video right here, and I'll also link to it at the end of this video. All right, moving on to reason number 5, it's a valuable skill for anybody. Copywriting can be applied to a multitude of professions. When you learn how to copyright, you'll become a better marketer, a better content creator, a better CEO, a better designer, a better researcher, a better video editor, you name it. Take me, for instance. After business school, I applied to work for an online education company called Mindvalley, and in 3.5 years went from customer support agent to project manager to creative director. And while I was never an official copywriter at Mindvalley, it was during this time that I picked up the craft and fell in love with it, and it made me better at all other aspects of my job. When I left Mindvalley in 2011 to launch my own business, copywriting helped me get more clients, close amazing business partnerships, start my YouTube channel, and build my agency. Copywriting has been the foundation of my freedom, fun, and fulfillment, and the skill that ignited my business. Even the founder and CEO of Mindvalley, Vishen Lakhiani, who studied computer programming in college, by the way, learned copywriting to start his business. In fact, Vishen guided his entire copywriting team with the Mindvalley messaging and voice to scale the business into the amazing, reputable company it is today. I learned so much about copywriting from him, and now I'm here to guide and mentor you right here on my YouTube channel. So there you have it, guys. 5 reasons why I believe copywriting is the best job in the world. I hope this video gave you the inspiration you needed to take that jump into the awesome world of copywriting, or perhaps it just reaffirmed the decision you already made. Either way, give me a thumbs up below and let me know if you have any suggestions on a topic I could cover in a future video. You guys know I'm always listening. All right, thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Next up, check out my video on how to take your $100 side hustle to a full-blown 6-figure copywriting business. You can watch that video right here. And if you're brand new to the world of copywriting, I recommend you start right here and watch my video on how to become a copywriter. I'll see you guys again next week. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. And for the the foreseeable future.